land is what is holding the atrocities committed by man. Corruption, greed, that yearning for power creates some sort of resonance in the land. Now, I think we're dealing with some sort of cursed echo. And that's where I get my idea for like a ghost. Because many of the people that I talk to in Salem, in Bridgewater, and on Dudley Road have seen a lady in white or people in colonial era clothing. Why is this? So are we just seeing beyond the veil some sort of, it's not that the ghost we can interact with, right? It's an echo of the past held there by the land and held there by the atrocities by man that allowed us to be corrupted in the first place, right? We trace all of that back, we trace it back to the garden, right? The serpent in the garden corrupted mankind, right? So this story that we're telling, it really dives deep into that and into this idea of witchcraft, the devil. You saw the altar I was talking about. It's built into the side of a hill, looks like a doorway into another world, has gemstones built into the top of it. And I mean, it's clearly made. Oh, and by the way, Thomas Dudley, the road is named after him. It's also a state protected reservation, so they can't alter anything.
Right.
They can't tear anything down. They can't. It's really odd. And I really don't want to spoil, because if I keep going, I'm going to spoil a lot of the kind of alluring mystery to it. But I think I found where the nuns were practicing witchcraft. That altar. At the bottom, it says, "Drink from the fountain," in some language that we had to I don't know exactly what language is off the top of my head, but at the base of it, it says, "Drink from the fountain." And anyone familiar with alchemy will know that the upside down triangle is the symbol for water. UFOs, paranormal. What is a big commonality? Bodies of water, right? The Bridgewater Triangle. It is literally, the center of it is a body of water, the Hockomock Swamp, right? Why did the witches tell me that my story ended there? I'll tell you why. It's in the movie. I can't go much further than that without spoiling everything.
So when's the movie out?
It'll be out before the end of the year.
Right.
Okay.
October is just not reasonable at this point. But
where can our people find it?
If subscribe on YouTube, I'm sharing all updates there. No matter what, it will go out on YouTube, but it might be behind the member paywall. I'm also in talks right now with Tubi.
Right.
So that's what we're hoping for. But we're also anyone who's local to New England, we're going to do a premiere. So get in contact with me. My email's ty@totaldisclosure. ty.totaldisclosure@gmail.com, or just message me at disclosurepod on Twitter. The official trailer will make its debut in October. And I got a bunch of great people working with me. We're actually doing a reshoot this Friday, and it's safe. So I have a nun outfit that we got, and we're going to pay a little homage.
This is the transition part. This is the transition part. We were all waiting for it.
Where my girlfriend is going to dress up as a nun, and we have a B-roll. So we have I kind of like, so we don't know the exact legend of Dudley Road. All we know is parts of it, right? Is that the nuns were hanged. So basically what I did was I created my own story around it and I added dialogue. That's how the movie opens. So when we're going to do the reshoots, we're doing one scene in specific where she's going to be kneeling in front of that altar, and she's going to be chanting a portal open, a legitimate Enochi Latin spell, a portal opening spell, and we are going to dump fake blood on her and pay homage to Carrie. So
it doesn't have to be fake. I know a guy. It's like $30. I get you like 20 gallons.
Yeah.
Just no questions.
We've been really, really hard at work on this. And the final, like that little teaser, I wish that never got out there because what I didn't have the scope, but like I said, I think I was led down a path because what I experienced in the Bridgewater Triangle made me a believer. And it's on camera.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to watch. I'm down.
Dude, it's
sold.
fucked.
I'm sold.
Yeah, it's a 2-part. It's going to be 2 parts. First part will be the Dudley Salem. Second part will be Bridgewater. And they will, together, it'll be about 3.5 hours.
Nice.
I can't wait.
So that's why, that's why. And then I just want to tease this.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I pulled back and I'm working so much harder on this movie is because Philip Mantle and Irina Scott, Dr. Irina Scott, came to me with a proposition. And I'll leave it there. It's a film proposition.
Awesome.
So if you type their names into Google, just look at the work they've done together, and you could probably deduce what the next project is and why the success of the project I'm working on now kind of hinders whether I get that job.
Right.
Right. So now I'm I've brought 2 more filmmakers on. I want to throw a shout out to the Bridgewater Paranormal Investigators. Without them, I would not have been able to do justice to the Bridgewater segment. They brought me to all the hot spots and all the witnesses I got to talk to. They facilitated a lot of that. It was amazing. But we interacted with something, a lot of things.
It's a life-changing experience when something like that happens.
Yeah. And that's why I don't include it in my, like when you asked me earlier, like I define my 2 sightings as the UFO and the thing that happened with my mother, right? Everything else is a result of me poking.
Yeah.
So
we, at least Lee and I, had a shared experience that we will be happy to tell you about as we transition to the other show.
Okay.
Oh, so people have to go over there to hear it.
All right. All right. So, how you guys usually wrap this up?
Really roughly, if I'm perfectly honest.
We don't like square people. Give us money.
Square
whatever.
peg, round hole.
Yeah.
That type of thing. But
I had a great time.
Hopefully we'll hang out again either on this show or we'll come over to your podcast and hang out and have a chat about stuff as well. That'd be great too. The
door's always open.
Well, what Dave was saying there was we did a ghost hunt in an abandoned prison, and I'll be dead honest, I went in as 100% skeptic. I thought we were going to go in there dark and cold for 8 hours, and what ended up happening was we had in context communication from a spirit box in the room we were in. And I thought that shit was bullshit. Blew my tiny mind open. So yeah, we'd love to tell you more about that. It's a shame we've got to cut and run so much for anyone else, because we usually go a little bit longer than this on shows sometimes.
Yeah.
But the three of us have to nip off, and we're going to go and do Strange Sauna with Greg, and so make sure you keep an eye out for Strange Sauna. Obviously, we will be back tomorrow for our Monday evening podcast that you'll be able to listen to on Tuesday or Monday night.
Hang out for just a second with us, Ty, as
course.
we roll these us credits, because everyone always bumps off away from us.
No, I'm a StreamYard guy, so I know.
Perfect.
Yeah, cheers, guys. We will see you tomorrow, because
and you can find. By the way, I shameless plug. I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Go.
YouTube, Total Disclosure, and then on any podcast platform, just search Total Disclosure. Look for the red UFO, and you're in the right place. Our latest episode is up right now with Robert Salas. He was the nuclear, so he had his hand on the nuclear key when a UFO shut down 10 nukes at Maelstrom Air Force Base.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, guys.
People.
No, thank you, buddy. Cheers, guys. We'll see you soon.